Girl, so have you ever wondered, no, kung bakit walang boses tayong mga Pilipino? Bakit takot tayong magsalita? History, colonialism is one of those topics that are worthy to be looked into para maintindihan natin kung bakit we are as Filipinos. Bakit ganito tayo? And to be honest, nung nag-aaral tayo, no, history one of those subjects na talagang nakakatulugan natin. Hindi lang naman ako, girl, feeling ko ikaw din. Usually kasi, di ba, this is scheduled sa hapon, after lunch. Yung ang sarap ng kain mo ng lunch, naka-food coma ka. Tapos, these are the topics na kailangan nating pag-aralan. Without realizing na sobrang halaga pala to understand why we behave as we are. And unfortunately, ngayon lang din ako, to be honest, I'm very sorry, been looking into politics dahil sa mga nagaganap sa bansa natin ngayon. And really, it would make you question, no? Bakit napaabot sa trilyon yung mga ghost projects? Bakit hindi tayo nagsalita? Bakit hindi tayo nagsumbong nung umpisa pa lang? And if you've been watching the news, no, especially Jessica Soho reports about Kurakot, yung episode about farm to table, napakasarap pakinggan with the lives of our farmers at stake. The sacrifice na dala-dala mo yung 50 kilo na ang bigat ng paninda mo para lang malako sa palengke yung paninda mo. Yung sobrang putik at kitid ng daan at buwis yung buhay ang peg mo, girl. And if you will not be moved watching it, I don't know how. And growing up, no, we were told na kaya nga mag-aral ka ng maayos para hindi ka matulad sa buhay nila. It was a lie. Kasi even though you're working 9 to 5 job, naka-aircon ka nga sa office na yan, you also feel like a puppet sa work kasi ikaw din yung nagbabayad ng tax. Tapos, sa maling tao lang din naman palang napupunta. We are working to survive but not to live. Sana nagawa ng maayos yung infrastructure. Sana may maayos tayo ng public healthcare. Since tax naman was never fair for the richest. And all those lower income people, no, nagtatrabaho din naman ng maayos, ng tapat, ng masipag, can't or don't even have the guts to tell that politician na, huy, kurakot ka, just because they were also led to believe na inferior ka, na hindi ka edukado, na hindi ka marunong mag-English. And for all this time, inako na lang natin na ganito talaga sa Pilipinas, na mahirap talaga sa bansa natin. So I want us to learn about our history, no? Hindi naman natin mababalikan yung nakaraan. But this is just a bridge for us to understand yung colonialism, yung oppression, yung intergenerational trauma shaped us who we are today. Bakit takot tayo magsalita kahit tama naman? Why we don't demand better governance? How we view fear, yung takot, as a way of respect. Huwag kang sasagot sa mga nakatanda, sa mga may kapangyarihan. And how we view those na mayayaman, na may kapangyarihan, na may power. Without understanding this kasi, it will be the same story ng next generation na pinagkait natin. And my main intention is not on hating. Wala na tayong magagawa sa nangyari sa past, but for us to grow and heal, and we don't have to live in silence anymore. And definitely, hindi sa takot. We won't live in fear anymore. So dati no, if you look into our history, yung mga ninuno natin, may sarili tayong pamalakad. We have our own identity. We are very peaceful. We are very peaceful. We are very generous. We don't know about pataasan ng ilong, pahabaan ng ihi. Instead, we taught yung pakikisama, yung pagbabayanihan. They do trade products to other big nations, and we were once viewed as mayaman na bansa. But then come Spaniards. For 300 years, we were colonized. Kaya 'di ba ang dami sa last name natin, De la Cruz, Del Rosario, Santos. And the sound of a Filipino name sounds weird, parang sobrang old school. Amihan, Diwata, Mayumi, Bayani, Dato. Ay, napaka-Pilipino naman. Ang ganda naman sana talaga pakinggan. Ang ganda ng meaning sa likod ng pangalan. Yet we don't want those names. Ay, napaka-Pilipino naman. What they inflict on us is fear. Sasalita ka, ay naku, huling hinang naman na to. You are not allowed to be too Filipino. We are forced na kalimutan natin yung sarili nating pagkakakilanlan. So we view no na pagmestisa, ay ang ganda, pagmatangkad, ay gwapo. And colonialism also planted something deeper within us, no? sense of submission. So we were taught, no, dapat mag-obey ka lang to avoid conflict, to respect authority no matter what. Sumunod ka kung gusto mong mabuhay. So you can see on these days, no, power is praised but not honesty, not integrity. A citizen who told the media about corruption allegations, ano nangyari? The next day, you know what happened. Yeah. And we have that power sa kalsada, no, na pag malaki yung kotse mo, feeling mo hari ka talaga ng kalsada. So yung mga taxi driver dyan, yung mga motorista, naku girl, mag-ano kayo, gumilid-gilid kayo. And even politician who uses that same power sa kalsada, tumabi ka kung ayaw mong makulong. Wala namang ginawang masama yung motorista, naghihintay lang din naman ng traffic lights. That political oligarchy, no, basta may connection, okay na yun. And it's as if it is your ticket na manlamang ka ng kapwa mong Pilipino. Even sa government offices, no, ayan, parang ikaw pa yung magmamakaawa na mag-itindi na i-process na nila yung papers mo kahit 3 hours ka na naghihintay. Although it was their job in the first place, yet ganito talaga sa mga government offices. Kailangan natin pumila, kailangan natin maghintay. Though ironically, may nakita ka bang politician girl na nakapila dyan sa mga offices na yan? Or even sa MRT? It's a joke. But then, andun yung mga bayani natin, no? Sina Emilio Aguinaldo, Andres Bonifacio, Marcelo del Pilar, Jose Abad, Jose Rizal, Gabriela Silang, and all those others who stood up. Hindi tayo papatinag, Pilipino tayo. And to be honest, towards the end of 300 years, Spaniards are already slowly losing against us as Filipinos. No, nag-aano na sila. Nawawalan na sila ng kapangyarihan. But you know what happened? Talaga naman, here comes the Americans, and you know the word that they use? Liberation. Ay, naku, wow, English, mukhang stateside. Wow, ay, American accent. Naku po, kami na yung bahala sa Spanish na to, ililiberate namin kayo. And so what they did was to stage a war. You heard it right, they staged a war. Sabi nung commander ng Spaniard, no? Sabi nung Spanish commander, no? He really said this, I am willing to surrender to white people but not Filipinos. Ay, nako. So kunyari, ay, gera-gera, US versus Spanish. Ay, dito, ay, pak, ganyan. So kunwari, tinulungan ni US si Philippines, hindi pinasali sina Emilio Aguinaldo, yung mga bayani natin, dun sa gera na yun kasi nga, stage lang naman. And so, US won at ang pampalubag ng loob, sabi na naman ng Spain, bigyan mo na lang kami ng $20 million. Pak, ganyan. And so, we were handed sa US. And so this is where American dream started, no English language. White is better mentality started. And we favored more Western over our indigenous traits. Ay, pango, ay, kulot-salot. We walk in the grocery, ay, lahat yan, girl, nakalagay whitening product. As if being morena, being a Filipino ay hindi maganda. We started believing, no, being more American, it means being successful. Even our dream to work abroad, how ironic, nasa work abroad ako, to find that better life reflects that mindset. Ay, ganda, kutis likas, social, my American accent, wow, lahas ang stateside. And this is how, again, colonialism did not just shape what we do, but how we see ourselves. And the ironic part is, we also mock each other simply by being Filipino. Ano naman, girl, kung pango, that's what makes us Filipino. Hindi na talaga nakaahon ng Pilipino sa pananakop, ano? Then comes Japan. This was very short but very brutal, very dark history natin. I don't have the courage to watch the Rape of Manila documentary. Hindi ko kaya. This was during Japanese regime. And this is the part na talagang sabi ng mga bayani natin, no, tama na. Enough is enough. Hindi na tayo papaalipin, tatayo tayo sarili natin bibigyan natin ng independence ang Pilipinas. And so we did. We were finally granted that long-lost independence. But during the Japanese war, they were really brutal na talagang it scarred Filipinos. And that led to that spark of resilience. That's why even today, Filipinos can endure so much hardship with quiet strength and faith. Tipong kahit anong kalamidad, anong problema yung dumating dahil we have gone through a lot, na-survive na natin lahat ng kasakiman, kasamaan ng iba, parang maliit na lang na bagay na to, corruption. What is that? Napakaliit na bagay na lang yan. And that's why we don't demand better governance. Manahimik na lang tayo. Hayaan mo yung mga yayaman, yung mga politiko na nag-aaway-away. Ay, trillion yung ghost project na bulsa na lang nila. Ay, hayaan mo sila, girl. Inom na lang tayo. Ay, tagay pre. Ito, shot. Isarado natin yung korte habang ongoing yung investigation. Walang transparency para sa mga Pilipino. And you would wonder, no, yung mga nakaupo dyan, yung mga politicians, na-heal na din ba nila yung intergenerational trauma? Na-survive na din ba nila yung pag-iisip about colonialism? Nakakalungkot na tinuro sa atin, no, nakagawayan na natin na manahimik na lang talaga tayo without demanding also better Philippines, na we also have a voice, na more than power, we should also honor honest and integrity. So let our past be a reminder, not a burden, that even after centuries of being conquered, andito pa din tayo, nakatayo pa din tayo. We are still Filipinos. And even though colonialism took so much from us, it also revealed our greatest strength, resilience. Though let not that resilience be our double sword, na manahimik na lang tayo, nahayaan mo na lang sila. Let enough be enough and let our voice be heard, kasi Pilipino tayo, kasi deserve din natin to. We also deserve to live and not just to survive. Same with other countries who have good infrastructure, who have public healthcare, who have free education. Yung hindi naman mukhang sardinas tayo sa MRT kahit fresh ka pang pumasok. Yung hindi 2 hours kang paghihintayin para lang pumila sa government offices. And hindi lang naman Pilipinas yung naghirap during World War, pero look at other countries. Look at Singapore, look at Vietnam. In Singapore, for you to run in the politics, dapat maganda yung record mo. Ay dito sa atin, nagkakaso-kaso na at lahat-lahat ay sige lang, nasa balota ulit yung pangalan. How does the government too in Vietnam help to their own farmers? Ay tayo, wala nang ganun. May our country, may Philippines give us better working opportunity. And may we also look blue-collar jobs, no? Those na into manual labor, construction worker, farmers, nakapantay lang din natin na nagtatrabaho. And they too need work safety and not to make them feel inferior. So we can only hope for the best, no? We can only hope for better Philippines.